Hey everybody, Corey back again. This time I'm reviewing PHOGS. Yes, this is a brand new game onto pretty much all consoles and PC that just came out. It's launching on Xbox Game Pass, so that's a plus, and it's very, very fun. We start off with our two-headed creature here, two dogs specifically, red and blue, as they go on their quest to save their friends. You play as both of the dogs on these puzzle-filled adventures through different worlds. That is the food world, the sleep world, and the play world. And you can play all of these worlds in either single player or co-op as you navigate through the obstacles here. You do these navigatings in a very unique way. You can either do one controller or two controllers. Everything that you see for red and blue, the two dogs, is controlled by one half of the controller, at least in single player. Your left thumbstick, your left bumper, and your left trigger all control blue, and the right thumbstick, the right trigger, and the right bumper control red. And if you happen to split that up over two controllers, which might be a little better when you have somebody right next to you, well, they just use those sections minus the stick. The analog stick will be the left stick regardless to move, but your stretching and your grabbing will all take place on the respective triggers and bumpers. Now with those controls, you might be wondering how that actually works in game. Well, it kind of just feels really natural once you get the controller in your hand. You're moving each dog independently, so that's where the sticks come into play, and then you're just using the buttons and the triggers to either stretch or grab things. You're going to want to stretch and maybe pull something towards you that is a little far out of your reach. Maybe it's a little too heavy, so you'll grab maybe a post here and the object here. Or maybe you have to stretch across the whole screen, so you want to do a double stretch and then a double grab and maybe bring something together. Or you're navigating a platforming section that is on the side of a wall, and you need to grab with one dog, then grab the next one with the other dog, let go from the first dog, so on and so forth. There's just different puzzles that you would think that eventually just grabbing and stretching would get old, but they find ways to make those simple mechanics into some kind of elaborate puzzle, and it's really fun to figure out for yourself. Now, I did mention the three worlds. You have your food world, where everything is themed around tasty treats. We have the play world, where it's basically a toy box that you are exploring, and the sleep world, which is themed with quilts and blankets and pillows and teddy bears and all sorts of things that remind you of going to bed. Now, I know on the surface this game looks very kid-friendly, and it is kid-friendly, but that's okay. It is actually challenging enough with its puzzle mechanics that you will find different ways to do different things. You can possibly cheese some puzzles, but the solutions are never too far away in order to try to figure it out. As you go through these worlds, you will build upon the things that you learn in each of them, which are unique to them. I thought that was really cool. The difficulty in each one, while still not too difficult, they each provided their own sections that weren't the easiest to get through for me. Whenever you did finish a puzzle that was particularly hard, you did feel very satisfying, so that was good. There are quote-unquote boss battles in here. Some of those mechanics are completely different from what you experience in the game to get to the bosses. I thoroughly enjoyed all of those. And then you might not expect it, in the end of the game, I had a mind-blowing experience. I can't even begin to tell you. You just have to experience it. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed PHOGS. I will be going back to 100% the game. Once you play through all the levels and you do the story, you have the option of going back to any level that you want, and there are collectibles in each level. The collectibles are bones that usually are hidden through some kind of optional puzzle or maybe a quest of sorts, and then a hidden special friend in each level that you might find off the beaten path. The bones will help you customize your dog. There is a shop of sorts in game, and so it's not all wasted time and energy. You can customize it when you get those. All in all, you can probably tell in my voice and through everything I've said about the game, I highly enjoyed this game. I will recommend it to anyone, kids or adults. I think that everybody should give it a try. It's very cute and whimsical, and it's a change of pace. Sometimes you might think of all your games with guns and fighting. This game is for everybody. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay that you've seen here. I try not to show too much and spoil too much. So please check out Xbox Tavern for the final score on the game, and I hope you try out PHOGS.